thank you for joining me this afternoon. You have a live look at a severe thunderstorm moving through northern Oklahoma, capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. This is currently over Hennessy and it's heading towards Covington, Garber, and Billings over the next hour. So if you are in those locations, go ahead and move indoors now and get away from windows because this is going to be a pretty nasty storm. If you've not tuned into the last stream, we are talking about a moderate risk of severe weather here today, driven by a hail threat. We also have a new severe thunderstorm watch in effect from since last stream. All right, this is going to be for parts of southeast Kansas. The main threat is going to be scattered hail up to tennis ball size likely. So some very large hail likely in that area. But the main concern over the next couple hours here is actually going to be Oklahoma, where we do have that moderate risk. This could be our first sign of a storm here with a real tornadic threat on it. There is just a little bit of tiny rotation here near Hennessy, it looks like, but nothing major yet in terms of a tornadic threat. And again, this is already capable of producing damaging winds and large hail. So this is not even just a radar indicated threat. This is actually a law enforcement reported severe thunderstorm here. This is moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So this is a pretty quick moving storm, actually. So we're going to have to watch this very closely, along with several other supercells that are starting to pop off here in parts of Oklahoma, Kansas, Missouri, and even Illinois, all right? So again, this is looking like a pretty nasty storm right now that is currently approaching the Covington area. This is a pretty populated area here in Oklahoma. Let's actually go ahead and check how many people are included in that warning. It looks like there are 7,600 people included in this warning. So it's a pretty populated area. Hopefully all those people are getting indoors. We actually do have a major breaking news update for tomorrow's severe weather event, even higher than today's. We have a moderate risk tomorrow, and you may be thinking, well, Davis, we have a moderate risk today. Why is it worse tomorrow? Tomorrow's is driven by a hatched 15% risk of tornadoes. So tomorrow, if you are in this red area, you have a 15% chance to see a strong tornado in your town. I see their airborne animations in the chat with that 10% hatch risk in North Alabama. So there is no reason to be scared, right? You know, the saying goes, don't be scared, be prepared, but there is a pretty decent tornado threat for the Huntsville, Alabama area tomorrow. But again, don't be scared, be prepared. As long as you have multiple ways to receive alerts and a tornado action plan in place, you will be good to go, all right? Huntsville may get hit by a tornado, but it is a very low risk, all right? Well, not a super low risk, but, you know, it's not, okay, how do I describe this? There is a moderate risk in general that area sees a tornado, but like Huntsville specifically getting hit by one, it's much lower, right? There's not a very good chance of the area that you're living in exactly getting hit by a tornado. So again, just have a way to receive alerts in case a tornado warning does get issued, and you will be good to go. Turning back to the severe thunderstorm that we currently have up here in northern Oklahoma, this is starting to take a little bit more of a supercellular shape now. We should get a new radar update literally any second. We'll go ahead and bring up the Norman, Oklahoma live cam. We see the dew point is up to 68.8 degrees all the way into central Oklahoma, which is really high. We'll also go ahead and bring up our Burlington, Kansas live cam because that area is getting smacked by some severe weather too, probably with that severe thunderstorm watch in effect for that region. So we've got both of those live cams up right there. Okay, it looks like I had them paused, but we are good to go now, hopefully. All right. New radar scan here. Again, still capable of producing large hail and damaging winds. This little supercell is. We do also have a storm on the back end of this thing near Calumet that could try to go severe pretty soon here, so we'll have to watch for that one. These storms are capable of producing a lot of lightning. So let's kind of just move through the general area of where we have our severe risks for today right now. Okay, so a little bit of action happening in Missouri. Not too crazy, though, just some showers and thunder showers. We actually do have quite a few storms up here into parts of Illinois and Indiana. In fact, this one near Bloomington, Indiana could be relatively strong, all right? We'll have to look out for a severe threat with that one. But right now, we do just have that one severe thunderstorm warning there southeast of Enid in Oklahoma. So that is going to be the main cell that we're watching again, because not only is that a radar indicated severe thunderstorm, that has actually been confirmed by law enforcement. So a very reliable source has said that there is 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds in Oklahoma right now in that little area. There is a new mesoscale, by the way. This is really concerning, guys. There is a 95% chance of a tornado watch being issued for portions of Oklahoma and North Texas. Supercell thunderstorms are expected this afternoon. Threat with these storms include very large hail, 3 inches or larger, strong gusts up to 60 to 80 miles per hour, and tornadoes. So that is definitely the most concerning mesoscale that we've seen all day. I'm going to go ahead and send that into Mr. Storm. We were chatting earlier about this severe weather threat, and this is pretty breaking information there. So, we do also have another mesoscale for portions of central Texas. 80% chance of a severe thunderstorm or tornado watch. Everything is just popping off right now, you guys. But anyway, if you do have any questions about your location, go ahead and leave those down below in the chat, because this is a very concerning severe weather outbreak here underway. This is the first severe thunderstorm warning of the day. Alright, we should get a new radar update any second now for this storm. The one that is severe warned. So we'll see what happens there. Again, damaging winds and large hail are the threats with this supercell right now. I would not rule out a isolated tornado threat a little bit down the line with this one. There is a cell off to the north of Lamont here that looks a little bit interesting. That could be a problem. We'll have to watch that very closely. Right, new reflectivity update, still some large hail falling in the Hennessy area, most likely. Alright, new velocity update. Nothing major in terms of rotation yet. Alright, so, again, Missouri is a little bit on the calmer side right now, but Kansas and Oklahoma, as well as Illinois and Indiana, actually, are the main spots that we're watching. These cells here near Bloomington, those could be capable of producing some large hail and damaging winds. Maybe even an isolated tornado threat in there down the line. So yeah, day 1 moderate risk, a day 2 moderate risk, and actually even a day 3 marginal risk. We may have the potential for this storm to do some severe weather on the East Coast here on Wednesday. But obviously the main days are Monday and Tuesday. I'm actually very concerned about tomorrow in particular. But today's not going to be a joke either. I know a lot of people are actually thinking this is an April Fool's Day prank, and it's really unfortunate that something like this falls on this day, because a lot of people are not going to take this seriously. They're going to think that it's an April Fool's Day joke. Somebody's punking them, but no, this is a serious, like, we haven't seen anything like this in a long time. The last moderate risk we had was all the way back in June of last year. And that caused a widespread severe weather outbreak. Caused a huge derecho event. Left thousands without power. It was really bad. And we have the potential to see something like that today. But actually with hail this time around, rather than damaging winds, we, again, could see some hail, maybe some isolated hailstones, larger than softball size. So just imagine a softball made out of ice just falling out of the sky at 100 miles an hour. That's literally how fast hail that big can fall. What made them include Huntsville in the 10%, and could it be downgraded? So, I think the upgrade to the 10% in Huntsville, it could just be because the moderate risk was issued. All right, so it's not like the Huntsville area in particular got more concerning, but like this entire area is just a little bit more concerning in general. So they just went ahead and threw the 10% hatch risk there for Huntsville. I do think this could get downgraded. I'm not saying it's definitely going to get downgraded, but it would not surprise me. Huntsville's just barely in that 10% hatch risk anyway, but yeah, Huntsville is in the 10% hatch risk, but it could get removed. And the reason that they upgrade it to 10% hatched is just because, like, the entire area in general is looking a little bit more concerning. It's not like Huntsville in particular got, like, a huge boost in activity. But yeah, I do think that it could be removed. I'm not saying it will happen, but it's a possibility. We'd also have a critical risk for fire today. That's going to lie down there in southwest Texas. We've had several of those already this spring. Alright, so this supercell is still definitely capable of producing large hail and damaging winds here. Wait for this velocity to update. There it goes. Still no major rotation. Let's take another look up here in Indiana. Hoping not see tornadoes tomorrow. Also, when is the timing for the storms? Let's go ahead and look. Let's see. We'll go ahead and look at the NAM. Alright, so this is the reflectivity for the Huntsville general area. So, it's looking like, in the morning time, you're going to have the potential for some showers, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder. Nothing too major in the morning, though. I'm waiting for this to load because it's not fully loaded yet. It's taking a while. Come on, you can do it. My goodness. What? Why is it taking so long? What is the NAM doing? Is it just like, just like have supercells everywhere? Okay. So yeah, tomorrow morning in the Huntsville area, you could be waking up to some showers. Nothing too major, though. We could start to see some cells form in the afternoon in the Huntsville area. Not super likely, though, honestly. And it might just be kind of an overnight threat for you. Oh, sorry. Shoot, I'm dumb. That's my bad. That was for today. So this is actually tomorrow morning, alright? So ignore everything I've said up until now. This is for tomorrow morning, right? You may wake up to some showers still, maybe an isolated rumble of thunder. The main threat for you is still going to be the afternoon to evening hours, though. Kind of the, I'd say, 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. range would be your most concerning time. Maybe a line of damaging winds could sweep through your area. Maybe bringing also some large hail and an isolated tornado threat. But I think the main threat for you there in Huntsville will be damaging winds at around 8 p.m. So, I hope that answers your question there. By the way, we do have a new special weather statement. Give me just a second here. Let me switch back over to the radars. This special weather statement is going to be for the Winfield, Kansas area. This is for a storm capable of producing wind gusts up to 40 miles per hour and penny-sized hail. I believe I mentioned this storm earlier. And there you go. It's got a special weather statement on it. By the way, this storm down here that is severe warning got downgraded to gusts up to 50 miles per hour rather than 60 miles per hour. Still capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter, though. Alright, let's get another update on the Indiana area. Again, that cell near Bloomington is capable of producing some small hail maybe at the minute, maybe some gusty winds. Got quite a bit of a light show up here in northern Illinois, maybe some small hail as well. Maybe some isolated gusty winds, nothing too crazy. Yeah, we do just have that one severe thunderstorm warning at the minute still. The main timing that we're going to be watching for today is going to be kind of 4 p.m. to 8 or 9 p.m. Right now is kind of the very, very beginning. We have so many mesoscales in effect right now. We have 4 different mesoscale discussions right now. Again, we are expecting a tornado watch, possibly even a PDS tornado watch to come in soon for parts of far northern Texas and west and central Oklahoma. Again, possibly a PDS tornado watch. It looks like the description of the mesoscale is very high end. Again, hail threat up to over 3 inches, so over baseball size. Gusts up to 80 miles per hour and tornadoes. Think if the tornado threat is high enough, that will be a PDS tornado watch, but it may not be. Damaging winds and large hail are definitely huge concerns in that area, though. So do have multiple ways to receive alerts there. Have a shelter area in place, not just for tornadoes, but also for damaging winds and large hail. Somewhere that's away from windows, preferably underground. Because once you got hail that big, it can literally destroy your roof and go into your house. So you need to be getting to the lowest floor so that it doesn't slam into you if it damages your roof. If it happens to damage your roof, I should say. Alright, so this storm up here near Winfield is still capable of producing some small hail and gusty winds, it looks like. The more concerning one, though, is still going to be this one down here to the north of Hennessy at the minute. That will be in effect until 3:15 Central, which is the time zone that is in. Again, I am watching for this cell here near Bloomington, Indiana pretty closely. I'm just not liking the general shape of it. It looks very, like, classic supercell-like. This area is in the higher risk for tornadoes. It's in the 5%. So we could see something pop off there. Maybe an isolated tornado with that cell. So you got to look out Bloomington down the line. And then we still got our storms up in northern Illinois as well. These will likely not be too bad, though. Maybe some small hail and gusty winds. Still got our storm down here capable of producing large hail near Covington in Oklahoma. Should get a new radar update any minute. We do actually have quite a bit of a big snow system on the back side of this thing here for portions of Nebraska and South Dakota. Maybe some pockets of heavy snow there. Gotta look out for that. Yeah, the Sioux Falls area is going to be pretty interesting. This is a live look from northwest Iowa. Looks like we have even a little bit of sleet falling, maybe. Sorry, I've been quiet for the past few minutes. There's just not much to talk about. Oh, new tornado watch, and that's the really concerning one we were talking about. Alright, there's a new tornado watch in effect for parts of central Oklahoma and north central Texas. Let me go ahead and get the details on that up. That's pretty high end. Alright, so we got a few tornadoes likely, widespread hail up to softball size likely. Not common you see wording like that. And then even scattered gusts up to 80 miles per hour likely is pretty concerning. So this is not a PDS tornado watch, but it's almost a PDS watch. This includes 4.7 million people. This does include Wichita Falls. It does include Oklahoma City. It does include Tulsa. This is pretty concerning, guys. Again, this is a pretty high-end tornado watch. It's not quite PDS. It doesn't matter, though. That's really concerning. So, I'm going to go ahead and let Mr. Storm know about that. Again, the craziest thing about that one, I think, is the widespread hail up to softball size likely. I don't know when the last time we saw wording like that in a SPC or in a watch was. We do have a new special weather statement, by the way, kind of for the back end of this storm near Winfield. 40-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. It's for the same storm. It's just for the back end of it. Also, it looks like we lost our Norman, Oklahoma cam for some reason. I'm not sure why. Yeah, we should get that tornado watch to come in soon here for parts of Oklahoma and North Texas. That's a very concerning tornado watch. Again, almost PDS. So we'll go ahead and get rid of our Norman, Oklahoma cam because it doesn't want to work for some reason. We'll just keep up our Burlington, Kansas one. Again, still large hail possible on this storm near Covington, Oklahoma. Oh, there it is. Tornado watch popped up. So, primary threats include a few tornadoes likely with a couple intense tornadoes possible. Widespread large hail and scattered very large hail events to 4 inches in diameter likely. Scattered damaging winds likely with isolated significant gusts to 80 miles per hour possible. So again, this is likely almost a PDS tornado watch. There is an over 95%. There's a 60% chance that we see tornadoes in this. And a 30% chance that we see a strong tornado in this. Let's bring up German, Texas to replace our Oklahoma cam. Oh, new special weather statement here. This is going to be for the east side of the severe warning storm. This part of the storm is capable of producing 40-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail near Red Rock, Marlin, and Morrison in Oklahoma. Alright, things are starting to kick off here. Sorry, I've been kind of just sitting here. Again, still large hail possible with this storm here that is severe warned. That's funny. My friend just sent me a picture of the Minecraft April Fool's update for today. Alright, anyway. Again, this storm is still capable of producing large hail near Covington, Oklahoma now. This is a pretty quick moving storm. It's moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. And that is a new severe thunderstorm warning for the east part of this storm. This is for Red Rock, Marlin, Ponca City, and Caw City. This part of the storm is now also capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter and gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and sound the warning noise on that one.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Kind of just grabs people's attention. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning for Marlin, Ponca City, and Red Rock in Oklahoma. If you're included in this, get away from windows. Hail up to 1 inch in diameter is possible with this storm, and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour are also possible. I do kind of like the new severe thunderstorm warning sound. It kind of grabs people's attention, I feel like, in case they kind of just have this on in the background. Oh, there's another new severe thunderstorm warning for Burbank. It's for the same part of the storm, but this one's actually for 1 inch hail and 60 mile per hour winds, so go ahead and sound the alarm on that one as well.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Again, that's going to be for Burbank here in Oklahoma for 60 mile per hour winds and hail up to 1 inch in diameter. We now have 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. All of them down here in Oklahoma. But yeah, I do kind of like the sound. It kind of grabs people's attention in case they like just have this on in the background. And you know, if a warning gets issued for their area, they probably want to know. So I just kind of drag people's attention in with that warning sound. I do also have one for a tornado. Another new severe thunderstorm warning. That is also going to be for Oklahoma. It's for the backside of this storm. We've mentioned this as well. There's like 4 different warnings for this one storm. This is for hail up to 1 inch in diameter and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and sound the alarm.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
That's going to be for Kingfisher, Dover, and Marshall in Oklahoma. This storm is capable of producing hail up to 1 inch in diameter and wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Get away from windows. Bring your cars inside. We've got our Norman, Oklahoma live cam back, and it's pretty ominous looking. Kind of hopping between 3 different radar zones right now. Maybe a little bit of rotation actually trying to develop now on this storm that we've been talking about for a while near Bloomington, Indiana. That could just be some contamination, but I think it's a little bit of rotation there. It's not anything major, but it is there. We do have what could be a little bit of a hook echo trying to develop, or it could just be contamination. It's hard to tell. I don't know, man. I'm thinking that's real rotation, just because there's also a hook echo starting to develop, it looks like. So, I do want to reemphasize, all these severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma are all, for the most part, hailmakers. This one out here towards Burbank could also have a damaging wind threat attached to it, but hail is still the main concern, so remember to bring your cars inside, get away from windows. That's going to be the best idea for any of these storms. Again, I'm a little interested in this storm near Ellettsville, Indiana right now, close to Bloomington. I believe this cell's actually been going for like quite a while. Let's see where it pops up. Yeah, that's it right there. It went all the way through Illinois. Oh, I guess it was the one to the south of that. But yeah, it went all the way through Illinois. Then is now chilling in central Indiana. Again, that's in the Ellettsville area right now. I do want to wait to see a radar update on this. How frequently are they updating the radar? About every 2 minutes, so we should get a new one any second now, really. This will be close to the... It'll be basically right on top of Ellettsville now. In Indiana. See a school bus going by on the Norman, Oklahoma one. Probably sucks to have school on Easter Monday. Happy Easter Monday to anybody that celebrates it. Also, happy April Fool's Day. Most people celebrate that. Alright. We could have a more serious situation trying to develop here once again near Ellettsville, Indiana. Looks like we have a little bit of a rotating thunderstorm here. Rotating supercell close to Ellettsville right now. We have to wait for the velocities to update to confirm that. But if it is rotating, it should be right in there that we see that rotation now. And yeah, that is definitely rotation. So we do have a rotating supercell here near Ellettsville, Indiana. I want to watch out for that one. It's probably the closest one that we have right now to getting a tornado warning. These back here in Oklahoma, they're impressive, but they're mostly just hailmakers. Oh, I take that back. There is actually some pretty significant rotation here near Covington. I mean, not significant, but it's decent. Then maybe even something back here towards Dover. By the way, this warning for Dover, Marshall, and Kingfisher just got upgraded to 1.25-inch hail, so a little bit bigger now. Definitely watch out for that. Looks like we could have a little bit of a hook echo there trying to develop. And there's your winds going towards the radar. There's your winds going away from the radar, just to the west of Ellettsville right now. This is traveling kind of directly to the east, pretty much due east. We do have a new special weather statement that's going to be all the way back out here in central Texas, and another one on top of that just got issued. This is for a storm capable of producing 50-mile-per-hour winds and penny-sized hail. So before it was actually 50 to 55-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. It almost triggered a severe thunderstorm warning. The dry line is chilling out here, so it's a little surprising the SPC only has the thunderstorm risk towards Abilene. I think at least the thunderstorm risk should just be out here. Maybe even the marginal risk of severe weather. Yeah, I didn't realize how well that storm had been doing there. So we do have a new reflectivity scan here. This is definitely a hook echo trying to develop near Ellettsville. And just a little bit there of messy rotation. It's not super concerning, but it is there. So again, if you do have any questions about your location, feel free to leave them down below in chat, because this is a very widespread event. It's going to affect a lot of people today and tomorrow. Even on Tuesday, maybe. Or Wednesday, I should say. Should get a new reflectivity scan any second now from this radar here. New severe thunderstorm warning. That is going to be for the storm in Indiana that we're talking about. So you can't say you haven't been warned here. I'm going to go ahead and sound the alarm on that one, everybody.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
This is up for Ellettsville, Hindustan, Unionville, and New Unionville in Indiana. This is not only for hail up to 1 inch in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. This also has the tornado possible tag on it, and We've been talking about this storm for a while now, all right? There's some rotation there near Ellettsville. You really got to watch out for that. So get indoors, get away from windows. Make sure that you have an on-hands way to receive alerts. Because this could try to do something here. This could be our first tornado warning of the day. We may see one get issued here. It's just crazy that we're talking about severe thunderstorm warnings in Oklahoma and Indiana at the same exact time. Again, I don't like the look of that hook echo there near Ellettsville. Sorry, my throat keeps drying up. Should get a new radar update any second here. We did get one down here as soon as that warning in Indiana just got issued. Looks like we could have some rotation there on that storm near Dover as well, so we'll have to watch that one pretty closely too. Also, very large hail now. But back up here to Indiana where we do have that tornado possible tag. Again, this is just the north of Bloomington, Indiana. Yeah, I don't like the look of that. It's really trying to poke out there. Alright, you guys, we're kind of starting to get serious here. It's been a little bit more calm until now. Again, it's messy rotation. It's trying to find its way to organize, though. So, not an immediate tornado threat, but down the line, I'm telling you. And again, we've been talking about this storm for the past, like 20 minutes before it got issued, even. This is heading for New Unionville. Let's go ahead and get inside there, watch the weather very closely, get away from windows, all that good stuff. And then we've still got some significant hail out here in Oklahoma. And even some decent rotation on a few of these storms. They got a bit of a spin to them. I was worried my Wi-Fi went out there for a second because the radar was taking forever to load. Usually that's the first sign of my Wi-Fi going out. Then the stream crashes. And yeah, all that nasty stuff. So we may see a new warning get issued soon for this area because this warning's about to expire. But this is still quite a strong storm. Don't know if it's still severe or not. We may at least see a special weather statement get issued for it. And they did actually issue another new severe thunderstorm watch out here for parts of West Texas that aren't even under a general thunder risk from the SPC. But that is in effect now for parts of western and central Texas. Let me go ahead and read off the threats for that. That does include Abilene, that does include San Angelo, that does include Brownwood. It's relatively small, but still. Let me go ahead and read the description of that, if it will like to load. I really think my Wi-Fi is struggling here, so sorry if the stream cuts out for a second or something. Alright, so NWS severe thunderstorm. Alright, so that, severe thunderstorm watch, that is going to read scattered hail up to apple size possible. That's pretty big, y'all. Isolated gusts up to 70 miles per hour possible and frequent lightning possible. There's not really a tornado threat with it. That includes, almost 700,000 people across parts of western and central Texas. Hello, Mr. Storm. How's it going? Just now saw your chat message.
Do you want to play a game with us?
No, thank you. My brother's becoming a reoccurring guest on these live streams, isn't he? Oh, wow. Okay, so this severe thunderstorm warning for Marshall and Dover did get upgraded to golf ball sized hail. So this is where you really got to start taking things seriously here. This is going to be a pretty dangerous storm for the people in the path of it. Bring your car inside, bring your pets inside, get as far away from windows as possible. Again, that is going to be golf ball sized hail possible there for that storm. Let's go back up here to our storm in Indiana. Still possibly doing some messy minor rotation there near Ellettsville. Again, this is just the north of Bloomington, Indiana. This is going to head towards New Unionville. And that is another new severe thunderstorm warning. They did reissue the one that I was talking about that might get reissued. They did for Red Rock, Garber, and Billings. That is for hail up to 1 inch in diameter and 60 mile per hour wind gusts. So, unfortunately, my sound got deleted. Hold on, I'm trying to fix that. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and play this just to kind of get everybody's attention, just in case somebody has this on in the background and, you know, they're not really listening.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Again, that's going to be for Red Rock, Marlin, Billings, and Garber down there in central Oklahoma, kind of northern Oklahoma, actually. That is a reissuance. This storm out here in Indiana, I would not want to mess around with. Should get a new radar update for it any second now. It's looking like it's really trying to rotate there. Kind of to the east of Ellettsville now. And yeah, that's pretty defined hook echo now near Westbrook Downs. Again, your rotation will be located right in there. Yeah, still messy rotation. It's still trying to find itself. I don't know why I'm giving these storms like a personality, but I am. This is a very emotional stream. Alright, so still golf ball-sized hail possible with this storm here. Let's see if we have any SPC storm reports yet. We do not. Dude, it is so humid and hot in my room right now. I'm in shorts and a t-shirt, and I am burning up in here. I gotta, like, walk around for a second or something. I don't know why that would cool off my body, but it does for some reason. Alright, there we go. All better. Getting your rotations right in there somewhere. Dang it, I have to walk around again. I'm burning up in here, guys. Alright. I think part of it is my chair. It's a leather chair, so I'm even hotter now. I may just stand up. Alright. Oh, sorry. Somebody just texted me. Really not liking the look of this storm here near Marshall. It also may be trying to rotate down there near Dover. Okay, we got a little bit of what could be a hook echo. That's not confirmed, but it could be. So we should get a new radar update there pretty soon. Same thing with this storm up here in Indiana. We actually do have a radar update here. Again, still some messy rotation in there in between Ellettsville and New Unionville now. So if you're in that area there, watch out. Oh, this severe thunderstorm warning has been updated and upgraded. Now, Marshall, this severe thunderstorm warning is for hail up to 2 inch in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour gusts. Look at that hail spike even. We have a hail spike. Basically, what's happening is the radar is sending its signal out here, right, to try to pick up on what's in the storm. And the hail is so dense that what happens is it glitches out and it causes this little spike thing here. This is called a hail spike. And it only happens whenever there is some huge hail. So, again, this is a pretty concerning hail core here. Approaching Marshall, Lovell, and Roxana. Let's take a look at our storms down there in West Texas. Nothing too crazy. A lot of lightning on it, though, to be fair. Moving northeast at 75 miles per hour? What the heck? Again, that hail spike, though, is insane. And again, we may have some rotation trying to form in there. It's kind of hard to tell what's contamination and what's not, but it's very possible that we have a rotating supercell there. Should get a new radar update here literally any second now. Again, if you have any questions about your location, feel free to leave them down in the chat. Because this is a very widespread event. Whoa! That's like a double hail spike now. We have 2 hail spikes here. Guys, this has got to be some massive hail falling near Lovell. You need to get underground if you are included in this. Like, seriously. We've got readings up to 73 dBZs. We may even see this warning get upgraded again. Again, that double hail spike is crazy. That is something you don't see very often. And I did say earlier, hail is the main threat with these storms, and that's turned out to definitely be true here. So back up here in Indiana, the storm's becoming a little bit messy because what happened was it actually collided with another storm. So hopefully that storm's going to try to suck the energy out of this one and the tornado threat goes away. Fact that we can kind of already see signs of that with the much weaker rotation there now near New Unionville. So that one's pretty much done in terms of a tornadic threat. Small hail still possible though. May even see that severe warning get removed somewhat soon. I believe this is a new severe thunderstorm warning, but I didn't hear the noise go off. I saw there was a new one, and I didn't know where it was actually at. It's somewhere here in this mess of polygons in Oklahoma. Again, that double hail spike. If you have any reports of any type of severe weather, especially large hail, send them in. But any type of severe weather, obviously. Gonna wait for a radar update there. We have a new special weather statement here for a storm near Sweetwater for the south side of it. 50-mile-per-hour winds and nickel-sized hail. Kind of like the rest of that storm there. Looks like we have quite a few viewers. So again, if anybody has any questions about their location, go ahead and leave them down below. Because this is such a widespread event, I want to help out as much as I can. Like, if you're in the south, the Midwest, the Northeast, everywhere that I just mentioned has a threat for severe weather. So they did actually downgrade the hail size on this storm to penny-sized hail. I'm surprised they didn't just remove it entirely, because it's colliding with another storm, and they're going to suck all the energy out of each other and just both die out there, I think, is what's going to happen. We have some light shows up here near Chicago at the minute, south of the Chicago metro in the suburbs. Look at that double hail spike, though. I still can't get over that, guys. It's rare enough to see one hail spike, but I don't know if I've ever seen a double hail spike like that. So your hail will be located right in here at the next radar scan, most likely. At least the most intense of it will. There's scattered large hail, just isolated very large hail. Alright, that's a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's an extension for this storm. This storm is still capable of producing hail up to 2 inches in diameter and wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour. I'm going to go ahead and ring the alarm on that one, everybody.
A new severe thunderstorm warning has been issued.
Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for a storm capable of producing hail up to 2 inches in diameter and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts heading for Morrison, Perry, and Midway in Oklahoma. This is a very dangerous storm. Get indoors, away from windows, underground. This storm is capable of producing some tremendously large hail there. Yeah, our storm near Indiana is pretty much done. Or storm in Indiana, I should say. Now we're just looking at this cluster of storms here in Oklahoma, pretty much. Still, we've got like a double hail spike there. Alright, you guys. We've been live for about an hour now. We're still not even at the peak of the event, so I think what I'm actually going to do here is go ahead and hop off now and come back whenever something a little bit more significant happens, like if a tornado warning is issued or something. But the fact that we're not even at the peak time for this event and we're already seeing massive hail like that and rotating supercells, it's concerning, guys. So, especially here in Oklahoma today, please be aware that some severe weather is coming pretty much everywhere in the state, except for maybe the Panhandle. So yeah, stay aware, be prepared, and I'll see you all